Hey, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, then welcome. My name is Maddie, and today I'll be watching episode 20 of season 2 of Fruits Basket. I'm so looking forward to getting into more Machi's character in this one. I believe this one is going to go over a lot of her story, as well as Kakeru's, which will also be really interesting, so it's going to be a good one, and it will also focus on Yuki, so a lot of good stuff happening in this one that I'm looking forward to. So we're just gonna get into it, but before I do want to remind you, if you end up liking the video, then you should definitely stick around and subscribe. I do a lot of Fruits Basket related videos here because I'm obsessed with the series, so if you're into that, then you should stick around. I would love to have you here. And with that out of the way, let's just get started. We're going back to that. Wait, a way to open it up, huh? Cinderella! It's coming! We've been waiting on that. I won't spoil who the roles are, but it's gonna be great. No, nope. Well, Cinderella is kind of historical. I mean, it takes place in the past. Are you really? Well, I already know who the rules are. You guys are in for a surprise. That makes sense. He is busy. He's back. Oh, she's so sweet. You should be taking that advice for yourself. Oh yeah. The cell phone thing. That's a way to put it. He does get it. Oh no. Machi ain't no villain. It's like, it's just Machi. It ain't that big. Again. Oh, poor thing. Just like before. Guys, no. Just be like, I did not see it. Close your eyes, you did not see it. Aw, come on. No, she ain't. But they just don't know her that well, so they're just gonna listen to rumors. I can't get over how short he is. He's so little. Scary. I love that side of Yuki. She was the only one in the room. There is. Mm-hmm. What is it? It's just a few papers. It's okay. I feel like if she stayed, she would have continued to make a mess, so... He is too much. Sometimes it's like he gets even angrier than Kyo. He like has even a shorter temper than him. Yuki's reaction! He's like, ah! That was great. You know why. I think you can take a guess. You're the one closest to her. Yes. I'm glad we have that revelation now. It does make sense. He's so cute. Oh. Not fully related. You can relate on the rich part. Comes from a rich family too. It's rough. Which is not fair to put on children. I hate that. And it happens in real life too. Yes, it's not normal. Epic. Honestly, I would have probably done the same if I was bold enough. I don't know. So admirable. Like, he could have been grown up to be so rich, but he's like, I don't even want to be put under that much pressure, and he just gave it up. That's pretty impressive. Aw, they're connecting. I love it. It is old-fashioned. Exactly. Preach. Aw. Those papers are never going to have any use now except for just throwing them because he did it again. That's true, but you can find a parent in someone else. Maybe good enough, but it's annoying. It does not look right. so funny. Yep. Yay, Yuki is getting a cell phone! It's like none of the main cast has cell phones, so this is like a big deal. But keep in mind, this is a really old series. So, cell phones weren't as common as they are now. At least, like, for teens. I need to take that advice. I spend way too much time on my phone these days. It's embarrassing. It was so motherly. Yeah. It's a good thing. Aw, that face. Honestly, I see that potential with his mom a lot. These little things that she does, like little comments like that. Like, there's potential that their relationship could get better. No. It's out of the budget. Poor Yuki, so much pressure on him. But it'd be cool. Yeah, I can see Kakeru suggesting it. I like actually predicted that. I didn't remember him actually submitting those, so that wasn't me just telling it like it is because I've read the manga. I swear. Don't pass around information that ain't true. Mm-mm. Aw, don't go so hard on her. I'm so excited. So excited I want to cry. He is. Machi's like, is he though? That is like legitimately what she's thinking. Is he a prince? Oh, so we're going over the rules now? It's gonna be epic. He has even a better role, it's okay. Oh, here we go. He's the godmother. Oh, it's the best. They're so mean. Yes! Prince Kyo! I'm excited to see Prince Kyo. He looks so beautiful. The angriest prince ever. Oh, he will be. It really is the strangest cast choices. It is a wicked Cinderella. Goth Cinderella. It's like, why did they cast her as an evil stepsister? And she really can't pull it off. They're trying to make her look less desirable. Ah, she'll be fine. Mm-hmm. Aww. She says it every single time. It's so sweet. You can tell that just brightens his spirits up every time. Gets him motivated to keep going. I love that picture. I love that shot. They have it. Guess they keep it on the down low. Oh, yeah. There's so many parts in this episode that I've realized I've been really looking forward to. His eyes. Oh man, this is gonna trigger him really bad. Yeah, he's not wrong. Oh, oh no. This is making me really sad. Really sad. Oh. It's like bits of this conversation that we still don't know of yet, huh? Until now. Ah! Here comes your hero! Then why didn't you? He is. know. It's so crazy how somehow she knew he was in the midst of an anxiety attack. It's like she's so intuitive to people's feelings like that, especially Yuki's. Specifically Yuki's, so. She's sparkling. What? Finish your sentence! What? We didn't even get to it? I thought we were gonna get to that. We almost did. Why? Oh, that was a cliffhanger. Alright then. It's a vague, very vague title. I have no idea where that's from. I think that was Yuki's voice, though. I think next episode is probably going to get into his whole backstory. I'm pretty sure that's where it's going. I mean, could be wrong. But the conversation that him and Kakeru are having right there is going to lead into him telling him his whole past and stuff. So that would make sense. I'm pretty sure that's the next one. I don't know where the quote is from, but that should be the next one. Which, because it's just one of the Soma's backstories, it's going to be rough, as usual, to watch. So, next one is going to be painful, but I'm still looking forward to it, of course. I am mad that the reason, how to explain it without spoiling, what Toru is to Yuki, his revelation on that didn't come up. But now that I remember it, it doesn't actually say what she is to him until after his whole backstory, which I knew his whole backstory wasn't going to happen in this episode, so that's going to be brought up, that's going to be stated in next episode, so now that makes sense. It's just like the way it ended there, that was the ultimate cliffhanger, so interpret that how you will. Well, other than that, though, it was a great episode. I love seeing so much of Machi. Like I said, she is picking up on Yuki's emotions so easily, and I forgot how much she is able to do that. It is really impressive. Like, I'm just really excited to get into a lot of their relationship because it is beautiful. And that's all I will say on it, but it's such a touching relationship. They just really get each other in ways that no one else will ever understand them. They just mutually understand each other so well. It's beautiful. We also now know that the class will be putting on a play of Cinderella for the school festival. The roles are completely out of whack, but that's what makes it so great. It's actually called Sorta Cinderella. That's the official title they give it because it's really not actually Cinderella because the roles given to the students are so off that they can't really portray the characters accurately to how the characters are in Cinderella. So it's called Sorta Cinderella, which is really cute. I also just love how this one touches on Yuki. We've gotten so much character development from Yuki this season, and he is by far one of the most well-developed characters in the series, alongside Kyo for me. His growth is amazing. The way he was at the start of the series is so different to how he is now, and it's such a gradual process of how he really opens up to others and starts to just accept himself more and grow from his trauma. It's really amazing. But of course, he's still having those moments where he does think back on how his past was and how hard it is, especially like we saw when he was stuck in the closet, which was pitch dark and the paint splattered on the wall. That reminded him of the times when he was locked up with Akito, and Akito would paint the walls black. it was like almost exactly like it, so that's why I was like, oh man, this is hard to watch because I know what he's feeling. So he's still going to have those moments, but he's getting better, and he's just trying to put them away in his past and just move forward. We've been seeing that throughout the whole season. So he's just such a great character, and I don't talk about him enough because I'm so obsessed with Kyo. I always just want to talk about Kyo, but I do try to talk about Yuki when he does come up because I really do love his character so much, and his growth is incredible. So he deserves the hype. And I think that's all I really want to say. Okay, one thing though, please allow me to rant for just a little bit. So, I have been noticing how many Kyo and Toru scenes have been cut. Last episode was supposed to have one of them, and I held on hope that it was going to be in this episode, that they were just going to move that part to this episode, but they didn't, and I'm really sad about that. The thing is that there's been so many Kyo and Toru moments that have been cut, which I do understand that scenes are going to get cut. You just can't fit everything into a 20-minute episode. I understand that, but 3 Kyo and Toru scenes have been cut this season. Why is it always the Kyoru scenes? You can trim down some scenes if you need to cut back on time or budget, but why does it always have to be the Kyo and Toru scenes? That's the thing that seems so odd to me. I'm like, is this intentional? Are they trying to keep up the love triangle appearance, so hold back from giving so much Kyo and Toru screen time so it still looks like Yuki and Toru will be a thing? I'm just like coming up with these conspiracy theories about it. It's so disappointing. And the thing is that the scenes that have been cut with them aren't important per se to the entire plot. Like, they're just little moments that really don't lead to anything. But at the same time, those little moments between them show their relationship building and give more meaning to their relationships. It's those little moments between them that make it so you can tell just how close and intimate they are. So I just feel like with them cutting back on those scenes, we're missing out on seeing the intimacy between them a lot. And it sucks because I love them so much, and I just want to see those little moments between them that really add to the overall picture of their relationship. I don't know why it's always the Kyo and Toru scenes. It's making me really, honestly, really mad. I hate to say it because I love the reboot so much, but it's so frustrating. At the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. It feels like a total loss that we'll never see those little precious scenes animated. I just hope from here on out they'll stop cutting back on the Kyo and Toru scenes, because I know there's a few more little scenes that are coming up in the future that really don't add to the overall plot, but they add to their relationship building. So like, please just leave them in there, please. I hate it. I want to see them, the little moments between them together. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Bottom line, it's really annoying. Like, please, anime, stop doing that. Alright, anyway, I'll be back with my reaction to the next episode next Monday, and as always, I'm looking forward to it. So if you're interested in seeing my reaction to the next one, then you can look out for it then. And also, let me know what you thought of the episode. I would really love to know. And again, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more anime-related videos and anime reactions. And also be sure to follow me on social media. Those links will be in the description box. Be aware of Twitter, though, because I have been acting really weird on Twitter. I just say the weirdest things nowadays. I don't know what to say. But it's a fun time over there, so you should follow me anyway. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.